Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't request this. I never intended for any of this to happen. But here I am, alone, defeated, and lost in the dark. It is peculiar, isn't it? How life has the ability to completely upend your plans, crush your hopes, and leave you with nothing except the resolve to keep going. My will is the only thing I have left, but isn't that sufficient? The difference between life and death, isn't it? One flame, burning inside a person who is too obstinate to give up. Before this, I believed I understood what pain was. I believed I knew what it meant to suffer and to persevere. As it happens, I didn't know. Pain is more than just discomfort in your body or wounds on your skin. It's the void that appears when the world turns its back on you. When your voice is the only sound left, echoing in silence, and everything and everyone you cared about are gone. Why me? I used to ask that question. Why did I have to bear this load alone? Why did others walk on unaffected while I was left behind? But such answers are not found in life. It owes you no justifications. It just requires you to continue even when you feel like you're barely able to stand. I can't remember how many times I've considered giving up. Isn't that alluring? To simply let everything go. Must put down your weapon and close your eyes in the hopes that the agony would stop. They don't tell you this, though. Giving up doesn't make things better. It simply causes a different kind of pain, the sort that eats away at your spirit. You know in your heart that you could have fought a bit longer. You have one more step to take. Now look at me broken, injured, by themselves. However, I remain here. I'm still upright. Don't you think that must be something? I haven't fallen yet for a reason. An explanation for why I haven't let this darkness control me. Perhaps it's because I don't want the world to win. Perhaps it's because there's a small voice that says, not yet, even when every part of me begs me to stop. It's not just about me here. It wasn't. Every injury I've sustained and scar I bear is for a greater purpose. There is a purpose that is out there, waiting for me, but I don't fully comprehend it yet. I will never discover it if I give up now. I will never be able to find my true self. Life is hard. It tests your limitations, breaks you, and then wants you to get back up and carry on as if nothing had happened. Perhaps that is the point. Perhaps the suffering is what makes us stronger, more resilient, and unbreakable. But wow, it's difficult. It's really difficult. Every time I feel like I've had enough, life throws another challenge at me. One more mountain to ascend. One more storm to contend with. And I need to delve even further. Deeper always. No help is on the way. Nobody is going to jump in and rescue me from my predicament. It's all up to me if I make it. I've always been at fault. Perhaps that is the lesson. You always have yourself, regardless of how often the world fails you. Your heart, your mind, and your will. They can take everything else, but unless you let them, they can't take that. I've erred, so many of them. I have caused harm to others. I've been harmed by others. For what purpose? To be drowning in remorse here? No, my narrative doesn't end like this. I won't let it finish like this. I still have a shot if I'm still here. An opportunity to put things right. An opportunity to fight for a better cause. The gloom is oppressive. It burdens me by muttering lies and attempting to persuade me that this is all there is. They claim that hardship develops character, but they fail to mention that it also makes it more apparent. It exposes your true self and removes all of your false pretenses. Who am I anyway? I'm a person who refuses to give up. I refuse to let the world define me. I'll tell the truth to myself. I feel like a shadow of who I was before right now. An empty shell of the youthful, naive warrior who believed he could conquer the world. I had faith in things once, bravery, honor, and destiny. However, life is a way of making you doubt everything you once believed. Your views are eroded and distorted to the point of becoming unrecognizable. That I'll feel the warmth of life again, instead of being trapped in this cold emptiness. I don't know what lies ahead. Maybe more pain, more loss, or maybe nothing at all. But that doesn't matter. What matters is that I keep moving. One step at a time, one breath at a time. Because as long as I'm breathing, there's hope. And as long as there's hope, there's a reason to keep fighting. The world might turn its back on me. It might reject me, abandon me, and try to break me. But I won't turn my back on myself. I won't abandon the person I'm becoming. The person who refuses to be defeated. The pain is a part of me now, but it doesn't define me. It's not my enemy. It's my fuel. Every ache, every scar, every tear, they all push me forward, shaping me into something stronger. And one day, when I've risen from this, the world will see who I've become. But until then, I'll keep fighting. For myself, for the person I used to be, for the person I'm destined to be. Because when the world turns away, the only choice you have is to keep going. And I will, no matter what it takes. Every step I take feels like carrying the weight of the world. But what choice do I have? To stop now would be the same as surrendering. And surrender isn't in me. I wasn't built in the fires of hardship just to crumble when despair comes knocking. No, I was made for more. I have to believe that. The truth is, the world doesn't care about my pain. It doesn't care about my struggles or how many times I've been broken. It just keeps spinning. That's the powerful part, right? In a world that's indifferent and often cruel, you still hold the power to create your own meaning. You can take all the chaos and shape something from it. Something that's uniquely yours. Something no one can take away from you. That's what I hold on to, the belief that my pain, my struggles, aren't in vain. They're molding me into someone who can handle anything life throws my way. I think about the people I've lost, those faces I'll never see again, the voices that once comforted me, but now only echo in my dreams. I miss them. I miss them more than I can put into words. It feels like part of me is gone, but I can't let their absence stop me. If anything, I need to keep going for them, to honor their sacrifices, their lessons. They wouldn't want me to give up. They'd want me to fight, to rise, to keep living. But it's not just about them. It's about me. It's about proving to myself that I am more than my scars, more than the pain I've endured. I've spent so much time running from my demons, trying to escape the shadows of my past. But maybe it's time to stop running. Maybe it's time to face them, to look them in the eye and say, you don't control me anymore. Because that's the thing about pain. It's only as powerful as you allow it to be. It can break you, sure, but it can also build you. It can teach you things you would never learn otherwise, like how strong you truly are, how much you can withstand, and that even in the darkest times, there's still a part of you that refuses to die. I've learned that strength isn't about being unbreakable. It's about being able to pick yourself up and put the pieces back together when it feels impossible. It's about carrying your scars with pride, not shame, because they show what you've survived. not afraid of pain anymore. Let it come. Let it try to crush me. I'll take every hit, every wound, and use them to fuel my fire. Because I'm still here. And as long as I am, I'm not finished. Not even close. I've been knocked down. I've been pushed to the brink, left with nothing but the remains of my will. But every time I get back up, maybe not immediately, maybe not gracefully, but I rise. And I'll keep rising no matter how many times I fall. Because that's what it means to be alive. To keep fighting, even when the odds are stacked against you. The world can take everything from me, my comfort, my security, my peace. But it can't take my spirit. It can't take the fire inside me. That fire that refuses to die out. That fire is mine. And as long as it burns, I have hope. Hope is fragile, but it's powerful. It's what keeps me going, even when everything in me tells me to stop. It's the reminder that no matter how dark things get, the light is still out there, waiting for me to find it, to earn it, and I will earn it. Not because someone will hand it to me, but because I will fight for it. I'll bleed for it. I'll crawl my way out of this darkness, inch by painful inch, until I prove to myself I deserve the life I want. I'm not the person I was when I started this journey, and that's okay. Change is painful, but it's necessary. The boy I once was is gone, but in his place stands someone stronger. Someone who's faced the worst life can offer and is still standing. I don't know what lies ahead. Maybe more pain, more challenges. Maybe something that will break me in ways I can't even imagine. But I know one thing for sure. I won't stop. I can't stop, because stopping means letting the pain win. And I won't give it that satisfaction. So let the world turn away. Let it throw everything at me. I'll take it, and when the dust settles, when the darkness fades, I'll still be standing. Not because I'm invincible, but because I'm relentless. Because I refuse to let my story end here. This is my fight, my journey, my life. And no one, nothing will take it from me. Not the pain, not the fear, not the world itself. I am more than my suffering. I am stronger than my scars. And I will rise. The darkness around me feels alive, as if it's trying to consume me. Every breath feels like a victory, like I'm defying the very forces that want to see me fall. But I've learned something in this isolation. The world doesn't break you all at once. No, it's much sneakier than that. It wears you down, piece by piece, until one day you look in the mirror and barely recognize the person you've become. I've had those moments, those times when I didn't know who I was anymore. When the weight of everything I'd lost, everything I couldn't protect, was too much to carry. I've stood at the edge, staring into the abyss, wondering if it would be easier to let go, to let the darkness claim me. But something always pulls me back, something inside, stronger than fear, stronger than despair. Maybe it's stubbornness, maybe it's hope, maybe it's just a refusal to let this cold, indifferent world win. Whatever it is, it keeps me going, even when every part of me wants to stop. I realize something about suffering. It's not just a test, it's a transformation. It strips away everything that doesn't matter, everything that's weak or false, until only the core of who you really are remains. And that core, it's unbreakable. The world can throw everything it has at me, but it will never touch that part of me. It's mine, and as long as I hold on to it, I won't truly be defeated. But but it's tough. Some days, it feels like I'm carrying the weight of countless lives. Every mistake, failure, and regret seems to weigh me down, threatening to bury me. The temptation to give in is real, to let that weight crush me. But then, I think about everything I'd lose if I stopped fighting. The truth is, there's still something for me to fight for. Even if I can't see it right now, even if it feels distant like a dream, I know it's there. A purpose, a reason, a light waiting on the other side of this darkness. And I won't stop until I reach it. The world may have turned its back on me. I felt it in every cold stare, betrayal, and moment of abandonment. But maybe that's not such a bad thing. Maybe this is exactly what I needed. Because now, I don't need anyone's approval. I don't have to measure up to other standards. I can be free. Free to fight for myself, for my own dreams, and for my own reasons. I think about those who hurt me, those who left when I needed them. I used to hate them for it, lying awake at night, replaying their departure, wondering what went wrong. But now I see it differently. Their choices were never about me. They were about them, their fears, insecurities, and inability to stay. And that's okay. I don't need their validation or loyalty. What matters is that I believe in myself. At the end of the day, that's the only thing that matters. Not others' opinions, but whether I can look at myself and be proud of who I've become. It's not easy. Nothing here is easy. But I've realized that the hardest battles are often the ones worth fighting. They're the ones that force you to grow and change. They're the battles that define you. I've made peace with my scars. They once felt like marks of failure, reminders of every time I wasn't strong enough or fast enough. But now, I see them for what they truly are, symbols of survival. Proof that I've been through hell and made it out. And that's what I'll keep doing. I'll keep surviving, keep fighting, keep moving forward, no matter how many times I stumble or fall. Because the only way to truly lose is to stop trying. And I refuse to lose. Let the world turn its back. Let it reject me, abandon me, try to break me. I don't need its approval. All I need is my will, my fire, my unshakable belief that I'm more than my pain, more than my past, more than the darkness around me. I am the storm. I am the fire that burns through the night. And no matter how many times the world tries to snuff me out, I'll rise again. Stronger, fiercer, unstoppable. So go ahead, world. Turn away. Forget me. Dismiss me. Underestimate me. I'll show you what I'm made of. I'll show you that no amount of pain or suffering can break the spirit of someone who refuses to give up. I'm not afraid of the darkness or the pain because I know who I am. I am a warrior, and I won't be defeated. I'll walk this path, no matter how long it is or how lonely it gets. The world may not see me now, but one day they will. One day, when I rise from this darkness, scarred but unbroken, they'll understand. Not because I need their validation, but because I will have become undeniable. My pain won't be a curse. It will be my strength. My suffering won't be my end. It will be my rebirth. For every tear, every wound, I will rise stronger. The boy I was may be gone, but the man I am becoming is unstoppable. And though the weight of this journey may try to crush me, I will carry it. Because it's mine. It's shaping me into something the world can't destroy. Let the darkness rage. Let it try to drown me in despair. can never touch what lies within me. My spirit is untouchable, unbreakable. As long as there's even a single spark of hope, I'll keep moving forward. Because giving up isn't who I am. Surrender doesn't run through my veins. This isn't the end of my story. It's just the beginning. When the world turned away, it didn't know what it left behind. And when I return, I won't be the same. I'll be the storm it never saw coming, the force it can no longer ignore. I'll be the proof that even in the face of endless pain,